these fucking videos. Hello there! Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. I am your host, a crab named Heller, and today's discussion is about learning when to shut the hell up.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
So, Borderlands 4 released, and it's actually pretty good. I was extremely skeptical after the writing of Borderlands 3, but so far I put over 22 hours into the game, and have been genuinely enjoying it. The gunplay is just as good as it was in Borderlands 3, the new world events are great, the story and tone is much closer to Borderlands 1 and is actually taking itself seriously and not undercutting every serious moment with a shitty quip or joke. Meanwhile, the jokes that are in the game are actually funny. Yes sir, it's probably the best Borderlands game since 2 easily, with one unfortunate major blemish: the performance. Across all systems, the game has performance issues. Really bad performance issues too. From crashes to memory leaks, I genuinely have to wonder how anyone saw the state of this game and went, yeah, we can release it. But then I remember the existence of Randy Pitchford. You all remember Randy, right? Insufferable tweeter and overall corporate dickhead. You see, he had, well, a lot to say regarding Borderlands 4's performance, and unfortunately, Randy has a tendency to crash out. And crash out, he certainly did. Pulling the same thing Todd Howard did about Starfield's optimization at launch, but somehow more whiny and significantly more pathetic.
We did. It's running great. It is a next-gen PC game. Upgrade your PC.
So, we're going to address his thread about the game's optimization, because it's a doozy. I mean, after all, where every other dev will see the performance complaints and just say, we're working on it, Randy has to justify why his game is so poorly optimized and all of us are wrong.
Ah boy, here we go.
So Randy starts off with the following, which FYI got community noted.
Every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they're running is doing. We have made an amazing and fun and huge looter-shooter campaign game. The game is pretty damn optimal, which means that the software is doing what we want without wasteful cycles on bad processes.
Alright, hold it right there, Randy boy, because do you honestly call this optimal? Keep in mind, this clip came from someone playing on Xbox, which means there are no settings he can adjust to try and alleviate this. Although I doubt it'll do much good, and I'm sorry Randy, but a good game has limits to what people can take in terms of performance. The game, while a good-looking Borderlands game, does not have visuals I would call hardware pressuring. I'm going to avoid making the Cyberpunk comparisons because, in all fairness, they have been working on that game for almost 10 years now, both before and after release, but I will draw comparisons to other UE5 games that have come out recently, like Hell Is Us, Chronos the New Dawn, Mafia the Old Country, Expedition 33. All of these run on Unreal Engine 5, and while I have performance issues on Mafia, the game visually at least looked impressive. Definitely more than Borderlands 4, but funnily enough, Hell Is Us is probably the best running one out of all of them, and apart from Chronos, is the best looking visually. So don't sit here and pretend Borderlands 4, which doesn't even look much better than Borderlands 3, is running optimally, because anyone with a functioning frontal lobe can see that it isn't.
Now get your shit together.
He goes on to say,
With Borderlands 4, every PC gamer has a lot of tools to balance their preferences between FPS, resolution, and rendering features. If you aren't happy with the balance between these things you are experiencing, please tune your preference using the tools available to you. We appreciate the incredibly high degree of passion and excitement there is for the game we have been developing for over 6 years. We know strong feelings lead to strong opinions. We hear you and see you. Yeah, right. For a campaign looter shooter, it is absolutely reasonable for developers to focus on default settings achieving 30 FPS on minimum specification and 60 FPS on recommended specifications.
No. Actually, it is not reasonable for a shooter in 2025 to have 30 FPS be the standard for minimum recommendations. And it's funny you bring up the system specs because in these specs on Steam, it does not state what both the minimum and recommended specs hope to achieve in terms of resolution and performance. So a lot of people who see their hardware is between the two specifications reasonably assume their game can hit 60 FPS with some trade-offs in the graphic settings, only to find that's not the case at all. Randy continues,
Some of you would prefer more FPS, or more features, or higher resolution. We have provided many tools to help you make those trade-offs. It is a mistake to believe or expect that PCs between minimum specification and recommended specification can achieve all of extremely high frame rate, maximum ultra features, and extremely high resolution.
First, discombobulate. Dazed, discombobulate. Distract target. Discombobulate.
and there's the straw man! There it is! Your first mistake, Randy, is assuming people are trying to get max frame rate graphics and resolution when their PC is not top of the line, which is just adamantly false. PC gamers aren't retards like you, dude. The vast majority of us understand our machines and know what it is capable of. And when you have a game that doesn't look like a significant upgrade to its predecessor visually, and yet the previous game is running significantly better, there is a problem here. When people with 4070s and 5000 series cards are reporting performance issues, something is clearly wrong here. I have a 4060, so I know with my card's limited VRAM, I have to lower settings a bit occasionally if I want to play at 1440p. Hell, I don't mind playing at 1080p if I have to, it's fine. I don't give a shit about 4K. But in Borderlands 4, I have to use DLSS with most settings set to low to get even close to 60 FPS, which is odd when I'm running a game like Hell Is Us at high settings, 1440p, no upscaling whatsoever, and getting a smooth 80 FPS. I also have Horizon Forbidden West, which is not only graphically more impressive than Borderlands 4, but like Borderlands 4, is also open world compared to Hell Is Us, which is open zones. And guess what? On a mix of medium to high settings at 1440p before using DLSS, which again, I'm not averse to using, I'm getting an average of 60 to 70 FPS on Horizon. So maybe, just maybe, you guys didn't optimize it in time for release.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's continue the thread.
If that last post makes you have a negative reaction, I bet you have emotions and expectations that you feel aren't sufficiently attended to. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
But please accept that the game is doing a lot and running pretty optimally, and that you may have to either accept some trade-offs between FPS, features, and resolution as your preference, or you will continue to be disappointed. There are a few real issues, but they are affecting a very, very small percentage of users. We are fixing those, and many are already fixed. We are also doing significant work on PC performance, and, well, everything else that is coming at us. We're not stopping. If you have feelings about PC performance, my advice is to not wait to make the trade-offs or to prioritize what is important to you.
Hey, look at me! I'm Superstar Randy Pitchford. I believe my game is simultaneously running optimally while admitting we're working on fixing PC performance. I'm a stupid walking contradiction. Seriously, how do you not see that the statements the game is running optimally and we're doing significant work on PC performance are inherently contradictory and paradoxical? My god, dude, it's like listening to a toddler try to give a lecture about nuclear fission. He continues,
If it's FPS, you can get high FPS by turning down some features or reducing resolution. If it's features or resolution, you may be playing at 60 FPS or even 30 FPS if you have lower end hardware. Use DLSS. It's great. The game was built to take advantage of it.
No! Stop right there. Upscaling tech and frame gen are tools designed to help old software, and I mean actually old, not 2 to 3 years, Randy, last longer before needing to upgrade. They should not be used to help modern hardware achieve 60 FPS. If your game was built to take advantage of DLSS, that just tells me you guys couldn't be bothered to put in the work it takes to actually optimize the game. I don't need DLSS in Horizon, Hell is Us, Path of Exile 2, Final Fantasy 16, Battlefield 6, Marvel Rivals, etc., all of which look significantly more impressive than Borderlands 4. And remember, I like the game a lot. As I'm writing this video, all I can think about is playing more Borderlands 4. You guys made a good Borderlands game. It's just unfortunately bogged down by the frustrating performance issues that are on all platforms, by the way. This is not exclusive to PC. On PS5, I have to quit and relaunch the game every 2 hours because of the memory leak. And even on a fresh relaunch, when the game is running the best it can, it's still not a perfect 60. There are things you can fix here. And you know you can. So it's time to stop blaming the consumers, aka the people who literally keep you in business. It's time to take some accountability.
Yeah. Chew on that for a second.
He continues.
This is not a competitive FPS, and I have been led to believe that in a blind test, humans cannot detect any input lag. In my own demonstrates and experiments, I believe this is true.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a new one.
Okay, now I'm convinced you are actually tech illiterate, because last I checked, DLSS doesn't create input lag. What you're thinking of is frame gen, which is literally proven to the lower their base frame rate is. And I know because I tested it on various games. DLSS is the resolution option, not the frame rate one, Randy. Go put a game that runs at 30 FPS for you and turn FrameGen on to get 60. There is noticeable input lag. Honestly, FrameGen should not even be used if your game can't hit 60. 60 and above, the input lag on FrameGen is significantly less intrusive than trying to go from below 60. And here's the thing. You say a blind test would lead to people not noticing? No, they'll notice, but depending on their tech knowledge, they may just not know what to call it. Like, Jesus, God, I feel so bad for your PR team because every time you tweet, it's a PR nightmare.
I want this nigga hung by jumper cables.
He continues.
Everyone has the freedom to believe what they want to believe, and I know on the internet it's easy to find rage and passionate people who are convinced of all kinds of things, whether they are true or not. Oh my god, you're such a fucking dickhead. If you're so attached to the idea that DLSS is bad for your game experience because of something you saw or read on the internet, I am sorry. I hope instead you would use the technology designed to give you the experience you want. But you do you, and we'll keep working. The more people that play, the more data we get, and the easier it is to make improvements. So thank you for playing, and thank you for your passion. If you think you have a different kind of issue that is real and that I haven't spoken to here, please reach out to our customer service. I have personally done some CS for Borderlands 4 and have helped a lot of people. But it's impossible for me to help everyone. Use CS, and thank you for your passion. I know nobody posts anything unless they really care about something, and from the most passionate love to the most passionate hate, you are all telling me that you really care. I feel you, and I thank you.
Why are you the way that you are?
Jesus, dude. Jesus goddamn Christ. A 19-tweet thread coping and seething over the fact that people are rightly deriding you for releasing a broken product. All you had to say was, "We hear your complaints regarding performance and are actively working on it. Stay tuned." But Randy has his head so far up his ass, he can check for colon cancer and decides, nah, gotta defend my objectively poor running product. It is really embarrassing, and I'll call it right now. Within a year, the game will be running significantly better and will likely earn a higher user rating on Steam, and it'll make this thread all the more pathetic. But as everyone knows, Randy can't help himself. He does this kind of crap all the time. He did it with Aliens Colonial Marines. He did it with Borderlands 3. Hell, Remember when he tried to justify Borderlands 4 being potentially $80 by saying real fans would find a way to buy it? At the end of the day, he has majority stock in his company, so he can say these dumbass things without consequence. I just feel bad for the employees at Gearbox who almost certainly told him about the problems and ignored them. Drinks out to you guys. I can't imagine what it's like working with a dickhead like him. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Once again, we are getting close to 4,000 subs, and when we hit that marker, I will be playing Dragon Age the Veilguard to torture myself live on stream for your guys' benefit. As always, to stay up to date on all things crab, you can follow me on Twitter via the link in the description below. Or if you're looking for a way to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. For only 99 cents a month, you get permanent access to the community Discord, the Crab Shack. Once you're in for good, as well as emotes you can harass me with live on streams. But with all that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next video.
I'm a silly little crab, scuttling around in the white hot sand. Life on a beach, it's simple and plain, so why then do I feel